fishing. I got me a line.
That's my cover me. That's the kind of mail. What's that, man? Better get on out of here. And this is my church member, Jamie. And that's her husband, St. Marcus. Church member.
Hey, it's been a pleasure working with you.
Thank you.
Hey, how you doing? Do you have fun? You enjoy retirement?
I know everyone's excited about being here today and seeing your friends, enjoying the festivities. As I look out into the audience, and I know some that have left, for Billy and Leonard to retire from working here, the many years that they have. We've got Sheriff here. I guess that's a good thing. And then we've got the old property manager and the new property manager. I guess that's a good thing. Then I look in the audience on the front row. You've got one of the Supreme Court justices here. I'm beginning to wonder if that's a good thing. All of these people that are here. But the big thing, you've got your family here, guys. And you're not just your blood kin family, but the family that you've worked around for so many years, the guys that work with you each and every day. So the theory behind this was we were going to do something kind of special. The property management group has worked hard in performing and getting all this together. Isn't the food just great, and the decorations and everything to... So to all of those people that helped to put this together, I know I speak on behalf of both Leonard and Billy. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
So also Kevin and Keith and the guys have gone together here, and they've got a chair for Billy that's got his name on the back of it, his date, and the seal of the Williamson County where he's worked. And so, Billy, we say thank you for all of your many years of hard work here. And I know he is retiring, but Billy's coming back and going to do a little part-time work for us, so it's not like we're getting rid of him.
I just ain't working every day, y'all. Just hit my TV.
But to Billy, we say thank you. Billy, you want to say a few words?
Yes, sir. I want to say a few. I don't talk much, you know. For a long time, I ain't said this word wild in a long time, you know what I'm saying? But there's I see a lot of family friends there. I can't hardly talk, man, I'm choking. But I'm just glad to see everybody here, and I appreciate everything y'all did for, me and Leonard, it was a pleasure working and still working, but excuse my language, I flunked English, but it just, it was a pleasure. I mean, everybody was nice, the bosses, all of them, so it wasn't really like work. It was just come to hide. I can't dig it. Thank you.
Billy, you can go eat now.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that a lot,
Billy, you want to take your chair?
Yeah, just move.
All right, go back to your left. Ooh, wait. Okay, to your left. Go ahead and sit down, Billy. You can stay there.
Well,
Leonard. Got me boy too. It's time for me to rob.
So, there's some people that come along in your life that really make a difference in your organizations and how you view people and how you view just humanity in general. And those men or women that come along don't always come along in one's lifetime. And when you're fortunate enough to be around an individual that's worked 40 years, and some of the folks here in this room, Leonard, are not 40 years of age yet. But when you find somebody that's caring, his disposition is always the same day in and day out. It didn't matter if you were an elected official, appointed official, or someone sitting at a desk just a few weeks. If you asked Leonard to do something, he was there. He's a true servant. He's a public official as far as I'm concerned. Many of you may not know this, but at the county commission, we named today as Leonard's Day throughout all of Williamson County. We designated that. Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, you don't get the opportunity very often to acknowledge one of our own employees with over 40 years worth of service. For some of you, that's older than you have been living here on this earth. But one is such that is retiring at the end of the month. He's a man that all of us could take great wisdom from, and he will be greatly missed around here. So I would ask if Leonard would please come up, Leonard Jones, who is sitting to my back. And I would also ask that his supervisor come up, which is Keith Feinstein. And I think Leonard may have someone with him also, if you'd like for your... Got his cousin. Let me read this. Leonard is actually retiring, as I said, it towards the end of the month. He began working here in February 17th, 1975, and he was promoted to serve as the department's custodial supervisor in 1995. He began working in the historical Williamson County Courthouse on the public square. He has witnessed absolutely a lot of changes in staff and administration, yet he has remained as the solid rock that has held the property management staff together, never tiring of his desire to please others. He's led by example. Leonard has a can-do attitude and is reflected in his staff and their day-to-day operations. Those who have had the pleasure of working with Leonard or knowing him, that he is a man of the highest integrity. He's extremely honest, and his daily life exemplifies the golden rule, doing unto others as he would have them to do. Whatever the task, no matter how tough or how long it takes, Leonard has always taken on the role with a smile and a cheerful attitude. Winston Churchill once said that we make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. And so it's with Leonard that we look back on the service to Williamson County. We remember how much he has enriched all of our lives. At the end of the month, I'll be declaring that it's Leonard H. Jones Day, but as far as I'm concerned, it's Leonard Jones's Day every day this month, and I wish you would join with me as we welcome and acknowledge the hard work that Leonard has done throughout this county for 40 years.
Good morning, and God bless you, and may God bless Williamson County. I've been told that it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. And I try to live and try to work around people to be nice to them, because I want to be treated the same way. And so my niceness, I think, paid off, because this great county has been wonderful to me to work for. And just enjoy it. And it's kind of bittersweet leaving, but I want to go while I got a little youth and some pretty good health on me. But thanks again, Mr. Rod. Appreciate everything. Keith, thank y'all.
So for you that have not seen that, the parts are, let me read this to you about Leonard. He began working here, and I'm going to paraphrase. He began working here in 1975. He was in charge of our custodian supervision in 1995. He began working down at the historical courthouse on the square. He's the same today that he was in 1975 and in those early years. I love this expression. He's a man that daily and honestly exemplified the golden rule. And many, many men and women that go through, you can't say that about. So we called today Leonard H. Jones Day. It's been signed by me. The commission has endorsed this into our minutes. Recently had the opportunity to give a State of the County speech in which we invited Leonard to come over. And we also said it may be his day today, but as far as I'm concerned, every day this month has been his day. And for many of you, every day that he's here in Williamson County, his work and his dedication to his job, without who's getting the credit and look at me, has just been a blessing. And I'm telling you, Leonard, we've replaced you, but we haven't replaced how you perform your job. So the staff again went together, his own people, and they've got him a chair. But I think the most cherished thing, I hope you noticed what's on top of his head.
That's it.
He got him a brand new hat, form-fitted,
That's good.
handmade. Wasn't made in the state of Tennessee, so we didn't get the sales tax off from it. But it was made in a place that we know that hands make hats all the time. Leonard, thank you very much. Billy, thank you. And I don't want to belabor it. I know you've got a microphone on you. You need to be careful what you say and where you go. And I would love for you to say a few words, but thank you very, very much for your dedicated service. Leonard is truly retiring. He doesn't plan to come back. He plans on fishing and doing the things he wants to do. And it's only, you've earned every stinking minute of it.
Thank you, Mr. Rod. Thank you, sir. All right. Okay. I'm hoping y'all don't mind me sitting and rocking, but I feel like but, first of all, I definitely got to thank God for being a provider for me, to provide me with this job and such fine, wonderful people to call my employers. I'm gonna go back a little bit, if y'all don't mind, just a little time if I get this here thinking right. It don't think like it used to. I'm grateful. I'm thankful to Judge Kelly. That's what we used to call him, and when I first started. And Mr. Rain, Mr. Robert Rain, and I've seen some changes. Judge Kelly from County Executive, Robert Rain, and to the late Mr. Clint Kellicott, Mr. Roger, County Mayor now. All you people, I'm very thankful to you. All the department heads, all the county employees. I want you to know that, yes, thank God that He sustained me, allowed me to reach the retirement age, and thank God that I can call you all, not the people that I've worked around and worked with. In my heart, y'all my family. Yeah. And I love it. And I really enjoyed working with you. And the employees that's come under me, I wish you all the best. And remember, this come from me. It's very good, very nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. it'll pay off in the long run. And I just don't know what to say. Just I'm thankful, very thankful, and then want to thank everybody that I feel like I don't deserve this, but I'm thankful for it anyway. And from I show you, I can show you, and I want to thank this family of mine for being here. That's my daughter. She wasn't born when I started work here, but she will soon be. I'm gonna tell her off on. She will soon be 40, September 27th. And that grand boy, stand up, big boy. I'm proud of him. He's here. He's gonna start Val State in the fall, and I want to keep his head on straight, which I don't know what that is up on top of his head. And of course, that little boy right there, that's Charquise, and I call him Rock. And of course, that's Silver and raise hand, honey. And my aunt Nancy, Uncle Tommy, and of course, those my classmate and my cousin Bernard Jones. Some of y'all might know. I call him Cap. And some of my church members, Marcus and his wife. But I just want to thank everybody for coming. It means a whole lot to me. And Billy, congratulations to you.
Thank you. Again, I don't say much, but echo him
and Mr.
Family.
And Mr. Rod, I definitely want to thank you for making this Leonard Jones Day. And you don't know how grateful I am to you, but I am. I am grateful. And may God bless you. And may God bless each and every one of you. And Sheriff, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. And Dusty, thank you. I said, and everybody, Miss Elaine, I love y'all. And this family here, Mrs. Clark, Judge Connie Clark, I'm calling you Judge, and Kathy, known y'all for a great long time. And it's just wonderful to have y'all in my life. All right. And to the guys in the shop, been a pleasure working with you. All of you. And again, Keith, thank you for this headpiece. I love it. And I'm so glad. Kevin, thanks for being so great. And my boss back there, Al Ritter, I thank you for the opportunity. And Keith, thank you very much. You've been a lot of support to me. All of you have, really, but you've been a lot of support. So I'm ready to go fishing. I'm right. All right. Thank you.
I've been here 14 years and I've watched a lot of people retire, move on. I don't know that I've ever met anybody quite like Leonard. I love Billy. I'm going to miss him. And I love Leonard. I'm going to miss him. But Leonard walked around this morning and went to every office in this building and spoke to every person in this building. I don't think I've ever seen that. But again, he's quite a guy, and we are going to miss him, and we love him tremendously. And Billy, we feel the same way about you. So both of you guys, enjoy yourself. Don't throw any back, and just keep fishing. How do you know these guys?
Leonard's my first cousin.
All right.
Yes,
Well, have you met many Leonards in your life?
I have it.
What's different about him?
He's an all-around people person. He loves everybody. Everybody.
Yes, got to miss him. Thank you.
No problem.
Leonard's been a staple of this building, and it's been extremely helpful to us in all of our needs, and he takes care of us, so he is going to be missed. He is.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nick.
They always have a positive attitude, always have a smile on their face, and they just make it nice around the building, because you just don't experience that a lot these days. A lot of people, but no matter what's going on, they're always happy and upbeat and want to help. Anything they can do to help you, they'll help.
So what are we going to do?
Well, we're going to suffer a little bit till we find someone else that can step into their shoes, but it's impossible to fill their shoes, so they'll be very, very missed.
We really are. The entire county is going to miss them, because every time you walk in as a visitor or as a member of the government or as a visitor here or an employee, you always see the guys and they always have a kind word to say. I've never heard Leonard say one thing that was not the best of how are you today, and I'm great, and how can I help you. And Billy was trained well, and he came on with the same work ethics. And we just need them to be cloned and go all over the world, because they are marvelous. They've been personal friends of mine for years. I've worked with them. Leonard was here when I came. Billy came short after I did 28 years ago. And it's just everything I ever needed in any way. They were always there with a friendly smile, and I will miss them too.
You gonna miss these guys?
I am. They're always smiling and always happy. And Billy's going to leave some big shoes to fill, and Leonard's going to leave a big hat to fill.
Leonard Jones. Just a great man. He's got God in him. He do anything for anybody. Anything you ask, he'll do it for you. He keep a good spirit. I barely even see my granddaddy mad. He don't have no worries. He a great granddad to me. He showed me a lot of things. He showed me how to fish. He showed me how I took a swim in the creek and cut grass, and he touched my whole life, man. I'm glad that he actually retiring, and that he just. I'm glad he made it. He finally can just sit down and do what he wants now. Anytime he feel, he can do anything he wants, and that's pretty much what he is, a man of his word, really, man of his word.
Mr. Leonard Jones was with me trying to work on this building and maintain it for 30-something plus years. He was here before I was. Mr. Billy was on security staff about 20-something years ago, and Mr. Leonard hired him from the security staff. They're both excellent employees. When you give them a task, you don't have to worry about it in the future. It's done. And very few times do you have to give them directions. They know what to do, and they keep it up. So. Excellent. If I had more employees like that, they wouldn't need supervisors.
Just want you to know we miss you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I miss y'all a little. Retirement's fun.
Continue to enjoy.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
What do you think of this guy?
He is a wonderful guy. Leonard is a wonderful man. He's always been there for me. I used to work here under him, and he was a good employee. Very good, and I recommend, other people to him. That he's such a good person, and I just love him. And like I said, we first cousins, but he seemed more like a brother to me. He's been there for me since 73 when I had my first child, and he's just been there ever since. And I tell you, I wouldn't trade him for anybody.
You know, I've never heard so many nice things about somebody in my life as I've heard about Leonard today. Matter of fact, the last time I heard that was at a funeral.
Wow.
Normally somebody has to die to hear how great they are. Not Leonard.
No, not Leonard.
Leonard, he is one of the best we've ever had.
He is just fantastic. He really is, and I just love him so much. I really do. And I wasn't going to miss this for nothing. And I told him, I said, rain, sleet, or snow, I'll be there. So I'm here, and I thank God I'm here for him. I am just so proud of him, and to see him go, and I know his family, we are his family, but his main family is here. This is his family because he's with them all the time.
Yes, he is.
So I do understand
him.
Yes, I know you do. I know you do. And we are so thankful that he has so many of you, to love him, and so with us, it's a big family, just a whole family.
Take good care of him for us.
Oh, we will. I will. I definitely will. He loved to fish. I love to fish. So maybe we can get together and go fishing. I love fishing too.
So.
Yes.
So I'm ready to go fishing. I'm right. All right. Thank you.
I'm going fishing. I got me a line. Nothing I do's gonna make the difference. So I'm taking the time. And you ain't never gonna be anyhow, anyway. So I'm going fishing.
In uncertain times, what can you be sure about? The sun rises in the east. What goes up must come down. Night follows day. Well, here's something else. When it comes to dealing with debt collectors, federal law gives you rights. For example, debt collectors can't call before 8 in the morning or after 9 at night. Can't curse or insult you. Can't demand that you pay more than you owe. Can't lie about anything. They can't say that papers they send you are legal forms if they're not. Nor can they make up consequences for not paying your debt. And they can't call you at work if your employer doesn't allow it. You also have the right to stop debt collectors from calling you. How do you do that? You have to notify them in writing. Sending them a letter should stop the phone calls, but of course, it doesn't wipe out your debt. There's helpful information about dealing with debt at ftc.gov/moneymatters, a website from the Federal Trade Commission. It explains the rules of behavior for debt collectors. Take a look. There are some that may surprise you. If your debts have gone into collection, remember that you have rights. Asserting your rights doesn't make your debt go away, but it does give you a voice. The more you know about how to manage your debt and deal with debt collectors, the better off you can be. After all, money matters. If you think that a debt collector has violated the law, report it. File your complaint with the Federal Trade Commission at ftc.gov/complaint. Your complaint gives law enforcement a lead to follow up on and may stop it from happening to someone else. The Federal Trade Commission is the nation's consumer protection agency. For more tips on credit and debt, visit ftc.gov/moneymatters or 1-877-FTC-HELP. 1-877-382-4357.